Hey guys, so last week we talked about Moses and the burning bush, and this week we're going to continue ahead. We're going to skip ahead a little bit, and so we're past all of the 9 plagues that happened to Pharaoh and happened to the Egyptians, and now we are talking about the Passover. The Lord comes to Moses and he comes to Aaron and he tells them what they need to do. They need to sacrifice a lamb and spread the blood of the lamb across the door facing so that they could be freed from the Egyptians. There were a lot of regulations, a lot of rules that came along with the Passover and what they were supposed to do with the lamb and everything like that, even down to what they were supposed to wear. But one thing that I wanted to point out is that the lamb that they were supposed to get was not supposed to have any spot or any blemish. And so when we look at Jesus Christ and him dying on the cross, him being the lamb for us, we see that he was sinless, that he was blameless, that he had no spot or blemish. So the Israelites, they did as God commanded. And at midnight, the Passover came, and it struck down all of the firstborn and all of the animals in Egypt, and it passed over all of the Hebrew homes that had done what they were supposed to. So yes, this story, at first glance, first hearing it, it sounds pretty gruesome. It sounds kind of crazy, but there is, when we look deeper, when we look at this story deeper, there is a grace and love that is displayed. And that connection is Jesus Christ and how he died for us, and that he was the lamb that was sacrificed for us because we cannot be saved on our own. Jesus paid the price. And so we are offered forgiveness and we are offered grace. So what does that mean for us? It means that we accept God's grace, his forgiveness. We accept it and we live and we follow and chase after him. So now, after all of the plagues, after this final plague, Pharaoh calls Moses and he says, yo, get out of here. Take all your friends and go. Take your animals, go. This is crazy. This is too much. He actually was humble about it. He responded in humility. He said, please take everything and go. So this is crazy. Approximately 2 million people leave Egypt. 2 million. This fulfilled God's prophecy to Abraham. And we see that through this, the Egyptians, man, they had to struggle through a lot of things because they were contending with God's plan and God's purpose. But in the end, the people that followed after God and that trusted in him were set free. Just as the Israelites fled from Egypt and got out of their bondage, their slavery, when we accept Jesus, when we follow after him, we leave our sin, our bondage, the things that are holding us back. We leave all of that. So we don't have to live in what we were living in. We don't have to be strapped down to the things that we were strapped down to. God frees us of that. Through forgiveness, through his grace, we can be redeemed and we can be pulled out of the mess that we have been entrapped in. We need to understand that Jesus Christ serves as our lamb and that we are set free in him and that we no longer have to be living the way that we used to, and that he actually calls us out from living that way. We are new creations in him.